There he is! Old Seedy's back feeding the pigeons again!
There! Take this, and get out of my park!
Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down. Let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man! What are you doing, Maya? Huh?
Ka!
Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo! A pigeon!
Ka!
Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons!
And with good fortune! Ow, ow, ow! Seeds, cell splinters, painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today.
Ka! Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now!
The dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside
And he can't remember her face! A filthy, depraved animal!
Not at all!
Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in!
She put some white powder into the young lady's
Cappuccino!
She heal you.
And another thing!
The young layabout was wearing an earpiece.
On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles!
I'm really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you.
Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this.
You said you were a craftsman, right?
Ka!
The modern world cast harness craftsmen like me aside in droves. Sorry, it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the Shoguns.
This one might feel a little.
You hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that driving old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole.
Objection!
Oh, so did you once become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all.
I've got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to bust out!
If you let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for customs these days, then.
Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands!
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly!
Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man.
What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman?
Well,
buy some bread! Now that I can understand! But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons?
why don't people say that? They mean get lost.
That's what they're trying to say! Oh yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see? At home, at the restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I?
I'm sure you don't.
Wait a minute, what did he just say?
At home and at that restaurant? Hold up! At restaurant, are you talking about Trespin? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yes, I did! The very day that young brat was poisoned!
What?
So on that day of the incident,
What were you asked to do?
glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see.
And the owner shouted over to me.
Excuse me, who are you? Call the police! Call them yourself! I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time! So, did you call the police? Instead, I was in a bit of a daze. Call them on your cell phone? Gah! I look like I've had one of those newfangled thingamajigs. I went out looking for a payphone, of course. Looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So, 5 minutes after the incident happened. That's right. The owner was not trespassing on his own. Why didn't you mention it in court this morning? Well, I would have if you give me the chance. But you are bullying me out of the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more I've got to say. Oh, yes, I remembered something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. But it's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? Counted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead. Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe it's because someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Oh, sir! You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual! I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead! More details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. The place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple minutes after the incident happened. Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Oh, Mr. Wright! Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you? Isn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty tough and touch and go in there. Yeah, you totally know that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not what I remember of the incident anyway. Is it possible that she's the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep! There are just so many things that doesn't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today? It was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, it's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bombermeyer! The name was scrawled on this notes paper as well. I did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medicine. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. said that you passed out when the victim gun nail collapsed, right? Yes. It's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you had no idea what went on at Tresband? No idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. White? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No! You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? Consider the facts. It's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong is involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. You saw about this, Mr. White? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old CD. I felt much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It was like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you said you felt much better. Maggie, there's something on your mind you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite, what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, you know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say. It was an old man. Okay, and how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Oh yeah, I got something that you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Yeah. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. I think he put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Attention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. Rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned witness says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway... I hate weenies! Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it for Mr. White. But... She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Well, how was it? I hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. server just went up in smoke! Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already! Yeah, there's a problem with the internet too. I told you to stop using your computer, Chief! But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Ethan soap operas. I'm gonna have to wait. Chief, I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy is about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Wow, this is really buzzing. Going down. This is really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Look at the gumshoe! You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus! A virus! A virus? There's a virus slipping through the precinct's computer system. I need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm going to say this once, so listen up. Yes? No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, let's go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender leather is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. It seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute! What did he just say? That lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? I gotta find out what the story is of that lady. So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? Computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machines go boom and explode? No. The damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you got stored on the PCs here go in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Those computers are connected together on a network, right? Virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus. But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else. What? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like he's sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold. Right? Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who? What? Well, what? And why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. All the different viruses have names, right? I feel like I put the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. Name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before, too. Take a gumshoe about this. What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and this virus right now. Ah! This is it! Stupid name, I remember now! I thought so. Here it comes. Just not to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on?
It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. Your name's scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. the name of the virus. MC Bomber! What? Yeah, the virus that's just infected every computer in the station now. It's MC Bomber. Give us any more details, please? I didn't know about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. Criminals issued demands to the head honcho of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hot shots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah. Every computer, every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. The programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The program's only was on tracing the route of this virus in the black market. Someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, because this one's so powerful. The estimated price of it is in the millions of dollars, pal. The millions? The virus can be worth that much? Stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? The least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruno Cavarini. Bleh. Bruno Cadverini? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruno Cadverini is the boss of the Cadverini family. Cadverinis? That's one scary sounding name. You can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. You're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No! I remember I was saying I was going to! I'm gonna get some more information I'm going to about this family. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadverinis? Who are they? Scary bunch of people, that too. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. You can't touch them. They've got too much moolah. Moolah? As in, pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market. Black market, huh? And includes the lender, I take it. Sure, no one stands up to Bruno Cadverini, and I mean no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then? Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruno loves his little girl. Bruno, not Bruno. He's everything to him. So, I don't know, pal. I heard she's a boss of Tendolendo pretty tight. Tight? But it's that in a fire I would relate to Maggie's case. What a clue. Ah! I can't believe it! I forgot the most important thing! And that is, you know, the lunchbox! How did everything go? Lunchbox? You remember the weenies? I hate weenies! Oh yeah, those weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down that? Well, it was delicious? Yeah? That's what she said? Really? Well, exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favor again, help out and deliver this. So is a heavy burden. Always in one. You can just imagine Maggie's little eyes popping with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. I would But he can't eat anymore. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone at customer service. What's he talking about? Guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Mr. Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Take that! What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones. With that many tickets, you can get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cutting in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenelg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on the town. What? But I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? Take that! The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? No! Alright. Ken did have a gambling habit. Good people must not follow his example. Do you understand? Trust me, even if I want to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? $500,000? Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end. That was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying than ferocious. Take that! Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender? People with business should think harder before naming their offices. Like, you want to talk? Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No! I mean about Mr. Elg. Do you think Mr. Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really? So I got proof that Mr. Egg and the Tiger know each other. Take that! Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Egg met with on the day of the murder. And the one thing the loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch! Well, he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Saying that he couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. What if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but... chance we pay the money. Try something happened. His talents. I expect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? I have to give people some leave so I can get back to my work. So close to cracking hot. Program question was it by any chance this?
Take that!
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber? It had more processing power than any computer. It had been infected with a gambling virus. One was into me. You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt and easy enough to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How? Waitress at Trust then. Who can come up with these ideas? Safe to say Mr. Egg was the creator of this virus, huh? Empty bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like this would probably put several $1 million on the black market. Conceivable. Comes to his right for a change. His date, December 3rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. Use a trash can, Nick. I have here a car with power bell. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cavdaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. He collided the motorbike in my car. Don Tigre isn't injured at all. Is he? The tiger caused my motor to crash. I can feel it. Those wonderful rocks is broke. So someone suspected it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini. I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? It was the tiger who paid for it, right? Because he cared about me. I believed him. Really? Do you honestly believe that to be true? You want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation was because of you, but someone else. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather Bruto Cadaverini controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you're his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you want the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million.
Months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I need the operation. When I woke up, he told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if he recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underwood lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. I knew that wasn't really true. Oh, I'm so sorry. What you did to get the money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. Helped him? In what way? Yeah. What are these? Medical papers? Cadaverini's granddaughter. Compensation. Made an offer. Simply couldn't refuse. inexcusable. Huh? There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I don't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Oh, Bonjour! I've been waiting for you to return! Mr. Armstrong? Good timing! I was hoping to find you here. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, I haven't got anything to say to you, fellas. It's excellent and this off! Who are you calling thing over? On the table already, Maya? Okay, hand it over. What? You want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers. Now! Could ever read these papers back? You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it! That goes dumber than an eggplant! You just wanna know what's sad? I tell you what's sad. It ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power cause she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad! I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that? Two. Oui. Mr. Armstrong! Forgive me. So, I cannot argue with him. That really hard. Is that all you got? I've been taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Right? Don't take it too hard. Phoenix, right? I shouldn't let my guard down. Medical papers for vital evidence. Hold it, pal! Detective Gumshoe? Detective! You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Rawr! Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe! Keep it together! You guys, get out of here! Leave this guy to me! But, go, pal! And take this! If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick! Don't leave me behind! Get even with that guy tomorrow. In court! And the lender's going down.